All right, we're here on the first episode of Flaeva. We're your hosts. This is JT, and we have
Nick.
I just gave it to you. It's like an alley-oop. All right, we're starting this podcast to talk about real people and real events in life. We've got Impulsive. That's our competition. We're in the game now.
Biggest podcast in the world against the smallest podcast in the world.
Look, we're going to have a few big fans on this show. We want to do it for a while. We've been talking about it. We just spent nearly 2 hours actually setting all this up. Are you proud of the setup?
I am proud of the setup. I am very proud. We've got the nice red couch. We've got our mics plugged in. Everything rocking and rolling.
We fixed it all up on the old audio system there, and we're good to go. I can hear you. You can't hear me.
That's all right. I can hear. I'm sitting right next to you. I can touch you.
Yeah, we're not getting there straight away. All right, let's first start off with, maybe a bit about yourself, Nick. We're in your shop here, Lombardo Deli Cafe.
Yep, or Cafe Deli.
That's right, I did it on purpose. This is my biggest mistake here, getting it wrong, but tell us a bit about it and how it's going.
I opened this place up in 2018. It was actually called Plantain when we opened it up because I rushed in, I had to think of a name. Came up with a name that everyone thought they were vegetarian. Funny story. A customer came in and said to me, "Oh, what's your shop got to do tied in with India?" And I said, "India? What the bloody hell are you talking about?" And she said, "Well, Delhi. Has it got something to do with New Delhi?" And I said, "You got to be kidding me." So there's all sorts of people in the world. But yeah, so we're at Cafe Deli. We open from 5 a.m. Monday to Friday until 4, 6 till 4 on Saturday, and 6 till 2 on Sundays. Sundays are given an early mark. Go home, spend time with the family. And yeah, we do panini, which we're pretty well known for. Twice toasted panini. Back to the name. We changed our name in 2019. The guy that created our logo, was helping us create a logo, was also trying to help us find our new name, new rebrand. And he said, "Mate, just put your last name in it. It's you." My brother's here with me as well, so I said, "It's you, it's your brother. Lock it in. You guys are the Lombardo brothers in the street. Everybody knows you guys. Just throw your name in there," which I was skeptical about because I was like, why am I going to put my name in my business? It just didn't make any sense. Back in the day, 100%. We had a fruit shop. We had it in our family, I think, for 60 years. That was called the Lombardo Brothers Fruit Shop. And so I just said, stuff it, throw it in, let's make it happen, rock and roll.
And look, when we talk about the mates where we're going, we just say Lombardos. It just rolls off the tongue,
It's made it a place. People in the area knew it. We're going to Plantain, but it was just a shit name.
Yeah.
There's no ifs or buts about it. It was just a shit name. It was a shit name, but I think the change it definitely boosted business.
Yeah.
And made it known. And like I said, you're going to Lombardo, it's like you're coming to my place to hang out.
That's it. And it feels like that family vibe. And, you've brought up that you're a family man now. And
I am a family man now,
it's a
yeah.
new adventure for you.
Yeah, it is. Got a little girl, my world, my beautiful wife, and we've got another one on the way in a month.
Look at that. And is it true what they say that your life changes as soon as they come out?
For the better. 100%. It changes. There's a lot less time to do stuff. It was hard to get out to do the podcast. It's going to be hard to get out to do the podcast in the reg. But, you still got to make time for yourself. My wife doesn't have that much time for herself. She's at home working pretty much full time. I'm here pretty much 6 days a week. I take a day off during the week to take my little one swimming and to clean my yard. I love cleaning my yard.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know what? I forgot to mention Salvatore.
I was about to say, there's one family member.
I forgot to mention Salvatore, the beagle, my dog. He's the man. He's a little terror. He's a little shit. Fucking ruins everything. But
I got to ask something. Is he a part of your family?
He is. He's my firstborn. He is my firstborn.
I'm being controversial here.
I know.
I'm not a dog family man. I love dogs.
You're not a dog family man.
If I had a dog, I would never say that's my son.
You're joking.
Nah. I'm off.
You got to get a dog though. Once you get a dog, your world changes. Funny story about the dog. Before me and my wife were even engaged, her auntie spoke to, I don't know what they call the people that speak to the dead people. Well, they connect to the other side, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Whatever they're
either.
called. And she said this guy was amazing. He was saying things that was right, bang on, all this stuff. So I said, cool, book me in.
You went?
Why not? No, well, it was over the phone. COVID. So I said, whatever, let's do it. Booked it in. It was like a 4-month wait. The guy had the next 8 months booked out. So I just randomly got this spot, and everybody else I wanted to talk to this guy had to wait another 8 months. It was insane. Like, the guy was booked out, and I said, this is insane. Anyway, I've gone into it because I'm not a big believer in this crap. Shouldn't call it crap. I'm not going to shit on anybody's profession. But it's almost like it could be a guessing game. There's A or B. So he's either going to get some things right, some things wrong. So I get on the chat with him, and he says to me, or Nick, what's your last name? Lombardo. Oh, you're Italian. And straight away I was like, here we go. And he tried to speak Italian and said, wrong bloke. Not I'm Italian, I get it. Wear a wife beater every day. I've got my gold chain. You can't even see me, but I'm not. I'm Italian, but I'm Australian. Anyway, so he started, name dropping a few people. He was saying, oh, there's a guy over here who's saying he has my name. He has my name, and I said, well, all right, I'm named after my grandfather, my mum's dad. And he goes, all right. And then, so he said two things in this whole thing that didn't happen right away, but further down the track, my eyes popped open. So first he said, your grandmother's here. She's holding a little girl for you, and she is telling me that she's looking after her before she comes into the world. My firstborn's a girl. 50-50 chance, roll the dice. The detail of this next one is what makes my eyes pop open every time. So he says to me, there's a dog running around in heaven here. And he said, it's a little terrier. So we had a little fox terrier when we were kids. His name was Elvis. And I said, must be my dog Elvis. He's dead. We had him ages ago. We didn't actually see him die. We moved houses and gave him away, long story. And he said, well, normally when I see dogs or animals, they're not in your life now. They're coming into your life. And he's brown. I said, that's weird, brown. Elvis was black and white. I said, well, that's weird. He said, well, whatever it is, it's bringing you lots of joy. At least a year and a half goes by. I'm now engaged to my wife. We've just bought a place, and all of a sudden, I've got this urge that I want to buy a dog. Completely forgotten about this chat with this bloke. I'm buying a dog. We weren't even looking at beagles. I was looking at a Hungarian Vizsla. Beautiful dog. Nice silky grey skin. A lot of them have got blue eyes. I saw one that came to the shop and I said, oh my God, I want one of these dogs. And then for some reason, this beagle came past the shop and I said, what a beautiful dog. Oh my God, I'm going to look at beagles because it's impossible to find Hungarian Vizslas anywhere. Found a beagle. First we got scammed with a beagle. I lost like $1,000. Gave up. Found another breeder. Bought him. Salvatore comes into our life. I'm in love with him. He is my mate. I'm bringing him into the office here at the shop every day, looking after him, taking him home. He's always by my side, even to this day. If I go into a room, he follows me into another room. He just follows me around like a little pest. Months go by, we've got Sal, and I remember this conversation with this bloke, but I can't remember. I just remember having it and him mentioning a dog. So I've recorded it, gone back, listened to it. A brown dog, it's a terrier, whatever it is, it's bringing you lots of joy. And that was the end of it. So I'll do a little Google search on what beagles are, and they're terriers.
You're joking.
Goosebump. Like, you think about it, this bloke's almost predicted it to an extent. And I was just like, what's going on here? Like, this is insane.
So do you believe it all now?
Well, to an extent. I mean, he started bringing up, there's a Maria up here. Yeah, there's 1,000 dead Marias that are Italian.
Yeah, it's a common name.
It is a very common name.
Well, that's a quiet story. And, I've never been to those people that they have like the cards, or tarot readers, is that what they're called?
No,
That was a bit different.
tarot readers. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of what these things are called.
So I'm gonna have to look it up later.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anyone watching that does this, we're ready to be. I'm ready to find out about all.
We want to know what's going on the other side of the world.
That's right.
Or the other side of the world. The other side of the afterlife.
That's right. And we just looked at dark matter discovery or advancements in that. I don't know if you saw that. So we're getting close. And this could be the groundbreaking first episode of the smallest podcast in the world that takes us there.
The greatest prediction of all time, young Salvatore.
Well, look, and that's a lovely story. It's going to make a lot of people's hearts melt. But for me, I can't.
Still can't.
I can't.
Even after that story.
Nah, it brought a tear to my eye, but it didn't change me on the inside. I'm sorry.
You got to get a dog.
Look, the thing is...
Maybe we'll bring Sal in on the next podcast.
Look, I'll love him. I love dogs. I love looking at dogs, patting dogs, but you can't tell me they're a part of your family. There's no fur babies.
They're an adopted child.
Mate, you'd rather have a kid than...
You'd rather have a kid.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Listen, when I was growing up and, my baba and deddle, my grandparents, mate, no dogs allowed. I don't know if that scarred me. I don't know what it is.
That's old school.
It is old school.
That's old school.
It's ingrained in me. And I felt if I ever got a dog and started playing with it like a baby, I think my baba would disown me. So look, there's a lot of pressure here. I can't be bringing home a dog, and they're expecting grandkids or grandchildren. And if I bring home that, I'm embarrassment. I can't be doing that. So I think I've got this mentality that I just can't. Look, maybe I'll be changed. Maybe I'll be swayed.
You might be changed one day.
But fur babies for me, I'm not on. I'm
Not
not
on.
on that trend.
That's all right. Well, they're very popular.
Look.
Everyone's walking around with cavoodles, doodles,
Yeah.
all the oodles that you can think of. They've mixed and matched them, and they're everywhere.
Well, I'm happy to see them. I'll say hello to you, but then it's jog on, mate.
And that's it.
Yeah, none of your business.
Back on your leash.
Look, speaking of trends, but you're fit. We have to talk about it. You mentioned before you got the singlet on
I'm
every
fit.
single day. You're fit.
Mate, I have packed on.
No, not that fit. Like you're dress fit.
Oh, my
We
fit.
call that fit. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Your clothes you wear.
I'm a little bit. What's the word? I'm not up to speed with the new slang.
Pop culture and all those things. Yeah. Well, that's probably not pop culture, but
I'm a bit old school.
That's
I'm a
fine.
swag.
Yeah. No, look,
Yeah.
swag
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in.
I'm here.
We
I'm
ain't
here.
there anymore, but
It's not there anymore.
look, you're fit. You've got the boots.
I rock the same thing day in and day out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's
I got
it.
my
Stand
boots,
up.
blue jeans. I wear my black t-shirt. My sleeves roll up sometimes because I get hot. We work. We move around a lot.
Is that like a badge of honor that Italians wear? Old school Italians, I consider yourself that besides the dog loving. This look, the dirt that like you've worked hard. Like I don't need to. I can walk past the shop front. I can just take one look at you and be like, you know what? That bloke has worked hard today.
I'm gonna be honest. I wear not the exact same outfit, but I wear my jeans every day. I wear my boots every single day. It's not always a black t-shirt. I've always got a wife beater on. I
Okay.
always wear my vest. I don't know what it is. This is probably going back to when we were younger. I'm pretty sure my mother always told me to wear a wife beater. I can't remember. But it's just, to be honest, it keeps you cool. It absorbs your sweat during the day so your body stays dry. Especially, working behind toasters that are open all day. We sweat in winter,
Yeah.
But doesn't matter how hot it is outside, whatever, I'm always in my wife beater. Sometimes the shirt's not on, it's just the wife beater. It's just how it rolls. Not while I'm working,
Okay.
but at home, as soon as I get home, actually, it's the first thing, shirt comes off.
Why? The singlet's on.
Singlets on, shirts off as soon as I get home. But to be honest, even on my day off, I wake up in the morning, I can't do anything unless I put on my jeans.
Jeans.
My day does not get started. It's a weird thing. My day doesn't get started unless I put on my jeans. I don't know if it's one of those things you put on your big boy pants that someone's indented into my head. Actually, a good friend of mine, Eddie, he would be great to get on the show.
Eddie?
Eddie would be great to get on the show. He's a good character. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a St. George supporter. We like St. George. But let me tell you, I think he was the one that he put into my head about the boots. And it's stupid. And he now doesn't even follow this rule. And I'm not about the rule, but because he said it to me, I said, I'm going to start wearing boots one day. And he told me, I rocked up, we worked together in the city, and I rocked up to work, and I was wearing sneakers. And he said, Nick, he already liked me. I knew he liked me, like we were good mates already. We both supported St. George, both into the same music. And he said, Nick, are you a boy or a man? And I said, well, I'm a man, I think. This is in my early 20s. And he said, well, men wear shoes, boys wear white soles. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
What does that make me here?
They're dirty. Like I said, I've still got pairs of sneakers that I still wear, but I just put on my boots. And the good thing about these, you get home, there's all food scraps, whatever, go outside, hose them down, put them down, and wait for Salvatore to take them and destroy them. Well, he can't destroy these. He can destroy sneakers. He can't destroy these boots. He's tried.
Okay, that's a good selling point.
He can't do it, mate. He can't do it. Good old Australian.
RMs?
They're not RMs. They're the Tasmanian ones.
No, I don't know.
Oh, Bloodstone.
Bloodstone?
Bloodstones. Can't
All right.
beat them. Can't fault them. They're incredible.
So, Eddie, does he wear boots all the time now?
No.
Okay.
No, he sucked me in and he left me.
Look, man, maybe that was his ploy.
It might have been, but it worked.
It did?
But without the jeans, I can't do anything. I can't get up. I can't...
Any weather?
Anywhere. I'm in the yard, mowing my lawn, in my jeans.
So it's singlet, jeans.
Singlet, jeans, boots.
That's it.
That's it. Undies.
You know what? Some would say that they admire that.
It's an attractive look.
Is it?
It's an attractive look. It is.
Well, look, you can comment. You can judge the look here. I mean, I didn't come in to compete, but I think next.
You look a lot more relaxed than I do.
I'm pretty relaxed right now.
You look a lot more relaxed. It's hot, and I'm still in my jeans.
But that's what I'm saying. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, it's just how it is now. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I am. When I'm real comfortable.
Give me the look. Give me the fit that epitomizes
If I don't have
comfy.
If I don't have anything to do, if I don't have to go anywhere, I'm probably in shorts at home.
Shorts.
Just shorts, just any kind of shorts.
Denim shorts?
Not denim shorts. No. I don't think I have a pair of denim shorts.
They're
But I'm
pretty
just
good.
in good old shorts, a t-shirt, or just a singlet.
A singlet?
Yeah. And just
What's on
hanging
the
out.
feet?
No, nothing. I'm at home.
No socks?
No, I get hot. I feel the heat a lot more than I feel the cold.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel the heat a lot more than I feel the cold. So when it's cold in winter, it's like summer for me. It's beautiful.
When you're older, your beautiful daughter, and the next one come into, hopefully all set up well and truly good. If you had to walk her down the aisle, what would be your most ideal clothing choice?
Jeans and wife beater.
Well, look, I think a lot of people want to take photos of that.
Oh, they would 100%. Nah, but or a bit like the Australian boxer. What's his name? Jeff.
No, I'm lost.
All I'm thinking of is Jeff Whittick. Anyway, Australia. He won the world champion. I think back in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, we got technology here.
We got to look him up. But he walked his daughter down in a hat. He was just wearing a cap.
Just a cap?
Well, like he had
Suit?
his suit on, but he was wearing a cap. I thought, isn't that weird wearing a cap in a church, walking your daughter down the aisle?
Look, you remembered it, so...
That's a good point. Jeff Fennick. He's an old school boxer. He's great trainer. I'm into my boxing. He competed in 1984 and 2008. He won world titles in 3 weight divisions.
That's pretty hardcore.
He's a great boxer. He's a fantastic boxer and an Australian icon.
And he's got good fashion sense.
And good fashion sense.
On wedding days.
On wedding days.
Yeah, what a guy.
No, but you're gonna be in a suit. It's never up to. I've got him married. It's not up to me what I'm wearing. It should be. Maybe because I married an Italian. She was like, "You're wearing this kind of suit." I'm gonna make my wife sound bad here.
Yeah, look. Careful.
Look, if you're not looking good on your wedding day or looking up to how your wife wants you to look, then are you really getting married?
Well, look, you'd imagine when you look back on it, you looked your best.
I must admit, I looked good on my wedding day.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, look,
I think I did.
I was close to taking you myself. I was at the back there.
There you go.
It was a great honour. And, you know, you did look fresh.
Thank
you had a
you
good
very
haircut.
much. Mate, your brother, he is
You
my
can cut
barber.
hair.
I'm a very loyal person, James.
Yeah?
I'm a very loyal person, so it's hard for me to get into town to get my hair cut sometimes. I'll let it grow out of control. I don't care if it gets that bad or whack on a hat, whatever you got to do. My wife's told me before, she's tried to make me cheat on your brother. She said, just go get your hair cut from a barber. Go here. I said, no. He's my barber. That's where I go. My hair can go completely out of control, completely crazy, unless it's an emergency. My hair's not getting cut unless your brother cuts it.
Look, that's the great lords. And, you know what? That's the trend now. Like, the
Man,
boys, they go to one barber.
Here's something that I've noticed. We might be going a bit off topic or whatever. These fades are getting sharp. And I don't know if it's because I'm not trying to portray myself as a manly man. I have a soft spot. A little bit. You know, I like chick flicks. But man, these guys are so manicured these days. So manicured. I've seen guys with like eyebrow, like I get the middle of my eyebrow waxed. I'm due to get it done now. But I see these guys that are like, you know, they get threaded. You can tell when someone gets threaded because their face looks crisp. And I'm like, I get it, you look great, whatever. But you see more high maintenance than the girls that you're chasing.
Look, it could be a point, but you know what? If they feel good...
I mean, you gotta feel good. You gotta look good. You gotta look good to feel good.
That's right.
That's it. Or you're just gonna be a dickhead like me.
Yeah, well,
and
look...
you just always feel good.
Don't worry about the looks part.
Don't worry
It's
about
easy
the
for
looks
you.
part, that's it.
Well, look, it's actually... I was doing this thing, I don't know, some random stats thing, and they said what was like one of the biggest, you know, I don't know, trendsetters, whatever it is, or fads, right?
Yeah.
And they said men's maintenance had gone through the roof because, you know, either, you know, social influence maybe we're seeing, or, you know, the top dogs.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, that's right. And the top dogs are all, you know, they're looking fresh. There's some guys, you know, guys getting work done wherever it may be, and, you know, they look good. But
Yeah.
that's the high standard now, you know what I mean? You look at all these up-and-coming influencers, we're in trouble.
When I was younger, I didn't even know brands. Like, I didn't know what Balenciaga was. Or
Yeah.
Like, you knew Gucci, you saw it, but I didn't know that it was or Versace. I didn't know it was such a pristine thing. Like,
Yeah,
my
like the
parents
status
bought my
and
clothes
stuff.
for me, you know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
when I first started leaving school, I was just, I don't know, you see a shirt that you like, you buy it. Maybe I just don't have an expensive taste.
Maybe.
But now that I know about all this crap, well, not crap, now that I just know about all this stuff, I sort of like have a look through it all and I think, like, where are these like these young kids wearing these expensive shirts and, you know, they're all got Versace shoes on and stuff like that. They must be spending all their money on looking good to go out.
Look, it could be the case, and there's a lot of off-market things too.
Yeah, of course.
So you never know. No one's ever going to tell you unless
No,
you're
of
close to them.
course.
But you know, that's the sign of the times. You know, it's a big status thing now.
So a little bit about both of us. We're sort of from two different worlds. Not really. I mean, we met through your brother. Me and your brother are good mates. So obviously, you know, naturally we become mates. And I mean, I'm married with kids, got a shop, and you're working full time, single. Have you heard that, ladies? Single.
Yeah.
He's out there. We let a
I'm
couple
not
go to a
out
few
there.
weddings.
Yeah. I'm definitely not out there. I'm low key.
That's all right, but he's out there, and you know, if there's anyone interested, hit us up. Come into Lombardo's and ask for James.
I will not be here Monday to Friday at those hours that he mentioned earlier, but you are right. We are from similar but different. Like, even though there's not much of a big age gap between us.
No,
You know,
what is it? I'm 30.
Yeah.
You're 27.
Yeah, 27.
So 3 years.
3. But I don't know. I just think now with all of that maintenance and all those things, like maybe when we grew up, like you said, I didn't know about it until I got older in the internet. You know what I mean?
Shit was just different.
Yeah.
Shit was
Like,
just different.
You cared about... I remember, like, looking back, all I cared about was my, like, soccer game on the weekend.
Yep.
And then, you know, we cared about the rugby league a lot in primary school. And then as soon as high school, I went full, like, love my football, my soccer.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, and you know what? The football players playing then, we didn't see much coverage. I always thought the NBA players had the best fashion. See,
The NBA set the style 100%.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
really, soccer doesn't really have it now, I don't think. Like,
no, they do.
They do?
They do. They're starting to get
But the sneaker culture wasn't there. Like, really,
That's true.
when you can go out in basketball shoes, unless you're me, and you have to wear your boots.
Well, you know what it was? Like Jersey Shore, they always wore like sneakers.
Yes.
And I remember when my brother started going, I was like, dude, that's not even like remotely close to what Sydney is like. You know, you go to Ivy, you got to dress, or you had to dress up.
You had to dress up.
You had to dress up.
100%.
Right? And I didn't even get the good part of Ivy. I remember my cousin told me on the weekend how he had the good part of, like, you know, before it was Pacha and all those things. So, yeah, sneaker culture wasn't as big, but the NBA players always looked fly. Like, always. Like,
fresh.
you know, they had the trendiest
Unless you go
clothes.
into the 90s when Michael Jordan was always going out in a suit.
Yeah, that's
He'd
true.
rock up to games in a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
always.
is true. And now, but like what the NBA players did, you know, when I was like 8 or 9, wherever it was, with the trackies, the fresh kicks, going pre-game.
Hell yeah.
We now have, you know, soccer players doing that as well. Like,
Kind of more comfortably.
it is more comfortable, but then again, maybe their brand, like, you
Brand
know,
ambassadors, yeah.
brand ambassadors.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, do they wear it? This is all, again, a big assumption that this is why they do it, but at the same time, you know, they're earning quite a bit of money from what it looks like too.
Oh yeah.
That helps, and you know, but you know, it's just crazy. And then now that you see that so much, you know, if you idolize them, like I used to idolize the, you know, you gotta understand, man. Like, we're different.
100%. You wanna if you like a certain player who's wearing a shirt, you want that shirt.
That's
you
right.
want those sneakers because they got his names
and his boots as
the
well.
boot, yeah.
Like the amount of, like, I wanted to wear Ronaldo's boots so bad, but my feet were deemed wide, so I had to wear like total 90s. You know, one of the best boots. So I was like Wayne Rooney fan. I support Arsenal, but I love Wayne Rooney because he was good and he wore those boots.
Mate, great player.
Unreal player.
Striker, midfielder.
No, striker. Then he moved into the midfield.
He moved into midfield,
later.
especially when he went to, was it LA Galaxy?
I think it was Dallas.
Dallas?
I'm pretty sure it was
He
Dallas.
just looked like he was walking on that pitch.
Oh, look, I didn't watch too much of him, but the one highlight is when he made the tackle in his own half last minute, took like a couple of steps and dribbled, and then he looked up, pinged the ball.
Made
like,
that perfect pass.
Yeah, do you remember that? Yeah.
Ridiculous
That
pass.
was unreal.
Insane.
What a highlight.
Insane.
But, yeah, and you look back then to if you go back and look at all the, like, the professional football players, you know, they didn't have, you know, some looked very like fly and like fresh and things like that, but
yeah, 100%.
not what it's like today. But then they're more in the public eye, more than ever.
A lot more in the public eye than
you
ever.
know, and you know, I've seen those Amazon documentaries of like Arsenal, like Man City, and all that. You know, see the cars that come in, they're pulling up, then they get the facilities are better. They leave their
100%.
stuff there. You know,
I'm sure in the 80s and 90s and even before that, they weren't jumping into ice baths after a game.
Nah, no way. And look at the pitches they played on. You know, you can see just the dirt.
Yeah,
it looks like Morrison Bay.
Perfectly manicured grass. Actually, I played a game of soccer once on the synthetic grass. It was at Valentine Park in Parramatta, I think.
Oh, Valentine's near past
Is it Parramatta?
past Norwest Way.
Yeah, Norwest. Valentine Park on Valentine's Day. It was like a 30 or a 38 degree or 40 degree day. I was a goalkeeper for the first half. I could not stand still.
I think I versed you.
Oh, we played against you guys. Yeah, of course. We did.
Yeah, you filled in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, fuck. I remember standing. Yeah, that's right. All your mates were playing against me.
That was the gun team we had.
You guys smashed
Yeah.
I wasn't a goalkeeper. I don't know why. I went into defence after and I killed it. I don't know why they put me. I'd never goalkeep. Like, I can't goalkeep. I can't do it. And I remember standing on that synthetic pitch on that really hot day, and my feet were burning. I had to keep moving. I could not stay still. My feet were burning on the synthetic pitch. And I thought to myself, why have they created this? I played on synthetic pitch on a not so hot day, and it's fine. So I understand now. But also, it hurts when you fall.
Yeah, it can be brutal. And you know, as a study, look, this was my brother telling me, but apparently they're digging up some of them because the rubber has caused a cancer.
40 degree days.
Yeah, but like due to the exposure in England and things like that.
Oh, right.
So it's an interesting study. And I was thinking, well, yeah, the certain weather patterns and things like that heating up, there's got to be something,
Yeah, right.
you know, interesting. But I can't believe we just figured out we versed each other.
Oh, man, I'm shocked.
I felt bad for you because, you know, that day, that team, they were freaks. Like,
Incredible.
Yeah, very good.
Incredible.
Very, very good
You
team.
guys were tearing us apart.
Yeah, I wouldn't
And
say.
you were up against the greatest goalkeeper in the first half as well.
Oh, that's true. And look, did we score more in that first or second half?
In that first half, I think you only scored 1 goal in the second half, but you were flying them through.
That's
in the
because
first
you were
half.
in defence, but you were sorting it out.
I grew up playing soccer and I was centre defender. A, because I was fat and I couldn't run. But B, because I just knew how to keep, like, now that I'm older and started watching the game a little bit more, I understood the skills and the passing and all that. But I remember my coaches always telling me, Nick, all you got to do is get the ball from their feet and kick it forward.
Yeah.
The rest
When
of
in
the team
doubt,
will
kick
sort
it
it
out.
out. And I just knew how to defend. I knew how to take that extra step with my foot when the ball was coming, someone was trying to dribble around you, make the pass, you know, step your foot out. A couple of my coaches always told me, put your other foot behind as if you're about to twist around, but don't twist around and you'll catch the ball. And
Yeah.
I caught the ball all the time. It was insane. It's like having an extra foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there you
or an
go.
extra leg.
Well, that's good. And look, I never got the opportunity to verse you in your prime.
I didn't have a prime.
Oh,
I
well.
didn't have a prime. Let me tell you right now. I didn't have a prime. I stopped playing soccer, you know, on the weekends or whatever, after year 7, the first year of high school. My dad told me to take a year off and to work at the fruit shop and make some money.
Year 7.
So year 7, I'm pretty sure was my last year. And then after that, I stopped playing. And he said, come and work and make some money on your weekends instead. I thought, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Yeah.
I went to go back to play the next year. He goes, mate, you can't. You got a job now. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, he sucked you in.
Oh, he sucked me in all right.
Look, you've got your dad, Eddie, you know, bringing you into these, you know, boy and man conundrums.
Trains,
And
yeah.
then
Can't get out.
you're done.
Can't get out.
Well, that's the lesson I'm learning from you right now.
Mate, don't stop. Don't stop doing things you love to do.
Wow.
I think that's a big lesson for everybody. If you enjoy something, find half an hour in your week to do it.
As long as it's not hurting anybody.
As long as it's not hurting anybody, yeah, 100%, yeah. But, you know, like, mate, I play guitar. I didn't pick up the guitar for a long time. But now, I mean, my daughter loves 80s rock. She's 1 year old, like, she's 14 months old, and she loves 80s rock. She hears 80s rock come on, and she gets excited. That's my girl.
Wow, you've
That's
taught her
my
well.
girl. Yeah, she loves it.
Well, speaking of what you love, I love going to the water. I love going to the beach.
You're a beach man.
I like to be. One thing that doesn't like the beach is my skin. I am as white as they come.
You're not white, but I can see.
I'm white.
You're white.
A lot of people.
You've got a bit of hair to protect you there, though.
Look, my one goal, especially when I started being a bit more self-conscious as you're growing up through high school, I got called Casper. It's fine. You know, I didn't like it for the first year, and then you just appreciate the banter. I always wanted to be like those Italians that just rub olive oil on them and go to the beach.
This is where my Italian comes out a little bit. I use tanning oil.
Tanning oil.
I'll put on sunscreen, I will get burnt. I'll put on tanning oil with SPF, I'll go brown. And the secret is to put the tanning oil on when you get home. So you have your shower, you put a light amount of tanning oil on, and it's like it hydrates your skin so it doesn't dry out, doesn't peel and all that. Doesn't peel, nothing.
Wait, so what about before you go? Nothing.
I'll put it on when I get to the beach. I'm going to get burnt in the car.
Wait, I've got burnt in the car before.
You've been burnt in the car.
Yeah, windows down.
Oh yeah,
Hot
I'm hanging
summer's
out.
day.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
got
right
burnt.
arm's always darker than my left arm.
Yeah. But, so what do you put on the beach? Tanning oil?
Just put on tanning oil
Oh,
with SPF.
then after.
And then when you go home, you have your shower. Obviously, like, you go for a swim, the oil's going to stick to you a little bit better than the sunscreen will.
Yeah, right.
But oil with SPF protection, obviously, like, you're not going to go out there and roast and try and get skin cancer. It's got SPF protection in it. But you put it on after when you get home and your skin doesn't dry out.
Look, I envy you. I don't think I can do it.
You're a bit wider.
Look,
So what's the resolution? Like, what's
the cool cabana.
the what?
The cool cabana.
Okay. What's a cool cabana?
You've never heard of the cool cabana?
I don't watch the news, James. I know I should. Sometimes it's on in the background. My wife's on. People don't talk about it here at the shop.
Listen.
Unless people talk to me about it at the shop, I don't know what it is. What's a cool cabana?
All right, listen. It's controversial. They've taken over. All right, they've taken over. But they are...
It's a brand?
It is a brand.
It's a brand.
You know, not sponsored here, but it is a brand. They have provided us wider folk that can't handle the sun an out to enjoy a day at the beach without getting burnt.
It's like a tent.
It is like a tent.
It's a cabana.
It's a cabana.
Okay.
But it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
What's
Look,
cool about it? It's just good.
the design,
Yeah.
you can get... Look, the OG is the blue and white stripes.
Show me what this cool cabana is.
Yeah, look it up. So just type in cool cabana. Have a look.
And so, what's the issue though?
Look, they've taken over.
What do you mean taken over?
They've
Like
taken
everyone's
over.
got them at the beach.
Look, if you're driving past the beach and you know a beach is there and they're all there, there's about 1 million.
It's a cabana. That's what they have in Europe.
You would think that's like a beach club. It takes over the beach.
Like there's cabanas everywhere.
Everywhere.
It must pack down really small because these things look huge.
They literally will be between us. Like, that's how long they
Oh,
are.
so it's not that bad.
No, but it's set up. Imagine like 1 million of them
Like
set up on a
this
day.
photo here's got 4 chairs under it. That's a big cool cabana.
That's
It's
the large
$200
one.
Then there's one here for $70.
So there's the large and small.
So everyone's just buying the larger ones because why wouldn't you just buy the larger one? If you have more people at the beach, you only need to take one.
Yeah, that makes sense. But someone like me who likes to go to the beach by himself, I bought both. I bought both.
You bought both.
I bought both.
You bought both.
They're both at home.
And you take the big one when you go on your own.
No, look, you know what? If I could go out and, you know, tan and be sun safe, and, you know, I wouldn't need it.
It's like wearing a fresh pair of shoes to the beach. This is the I go to the beach trend of wearing a pair of Jordans.
Yeah,
You get a cool
it's
cabana.
that. It's that.
You're a cool cabana.
Yeah,
A cool banana and a cool cabana.
that's right. But look, you know what? If you're like an avid beach goer, and people get, precious about their beach and their area. Look,
So who's getting upset at the beach? This is what I want to know.
There's a lot of online hate. Whether
Are
that's
they Karens? Is it old people? Is it?
I don't know.
Is it the old, generation that's living at Bondi saying these things? Why can't you just go in the sun?
Look, maybe, but it's just not like that. You need it. I'm telling you right now.
What's the difference between taking one of these and taking those little huts that you go in?
They're not the same. They're not built the same. I've tried them all. I've tried the umbrella.
So this literally blocks out a good amount of sun, so you're not going to get burnt. You're going to stay cool at the beach.
Well, this is the trick. And look, you need to actually move with the shade because the sun is setting, right? So it's going to be different angles.
Okay.
So the cabana can only do so much. It's it's not. It's a miracle worker, but it's
so you
also,
go home by
it's
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Look,
2
I'm
o'clock, the sun's a bit low. You go.
That's it. Look, I'm a bit ashamed to admit this, but I'm a big like 2 hour max beach guy.
That's fair.
I don't want the whole day.
No.
I want that peak. I want that cool cabana up. I want to, boil up a bit, and
Feel
then
the summer.
in the summer I want to cook a bit,
Yeah.
and then I want to go in the water for a dip, go back, a little bit again, last dip, and that's it. I'm done.
Well and truly before I had the shop, and even a few years before that, it was probably the first time I enjoyed a summer. We'd pack the car up, my mates would put our boards in there, whatever, and we'd go to the northern, like we'd always choose a beach in the northern beaches, and we'd leave at like 7 o'clock in the morning, nice and early. We'd go have breakfast somewhere there. We'd probably, hang out for a little bit. We'd get onto the beach by about 10 o'clock. We'd stay till midday, 1 o'clock, 2.5, 3 hours, whatever. Go in the car, have a shower, everyone have an afternoon nap, and we'd go out that night. 2 hours is the perfect amount of time at the beach. You don't want to be there for longer than that.
No.
share it with everybody else.
That's right. And these people that are hating on the cool cabanas, look, I understand. You want to see the beach, you want to see the sand. Good on you. But look, if you need shade, you don't want to be hot. Who wants the sun on them the whole day?
There are people that do. There are.
Look, I need to have a chat to them. I want to see what they're thinking, and if they can convince me
Not in
otherwise.
Australia. Our sun's too harsh. We don't have the ozone layer to protect yourself. Skin cancers are, I'm not going to say skin cancer at an all-time high. I don't know. That's the reality. But why would you're at a high risk of doing it.
Yeah.
Go get a bit of sun. Enjoy it. We all need. What's the sun give you? Vitamin E, vitamin D.
D.
Vitamin D. You need your vitamin D. Go out there, get it. And that's it. That's why I wear my singlet when I mow my lawn.
Is that what it does?
To absorb the vitamin D. Just don't get it in my chest or my back.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I had to wear rashies.
Oh, right. That bad.
That bad. And
Right.
It got to the point where my parents would be like,
Just don't go to the beach.
You need to go. You need to, if you're going, you're wearing this. And, I was laughed at.
But what are you going to do?
I can't do much. I've tried Bondi Sands. I've tried the gradual tan. I've never got a spray tan.
I've been told that's a thing. You get the spray tan and it sort of like puts a layer over your skin.
Do you think so?
I don't know. I mean, I couldn't picture you with orange palms.
Look, there's been a desire to see what I look like super duper tanned. But I don't know if I want to go there.
If you're just going to burn, you don't want to do it naturally. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to go in there, you're going to blend in with the couch.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's a bit of a predicament here. I don't know what to do. But look, at the end of the day, the cool cabana alleviates me wearing a rashi because I'm protected.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? And I have to stand with the hate. I'm going to absorb it with it like it absorbs the sun. Because they're a miracle worker. I'll stand by them. They have a place.
What's people's problem? You're pitching a little tent at the beach. I'm sure they're everywhere. Who cares?
I don't think they don't mind the one. It's when it's strength in numbers.
Okay, but if one's for one person and the larger one's for two or more people, who cares? What are you going to do? Or you're taking up too much space at the beach? Take a walk. It's a beach, surely. I know there are sometimes you can't move on the beach. I get it. But there's always a spot. And if you're not using a cool cabana, lay in between two cool cabanas.
Or lay in the cool cabana.
Or lay in the cool cabana. Join. Yeah, we're Australians. Come hang out, whatever.
Honestly, I have great thoughts about just the cool cabana setup with like a mini barbecue there. Like, what a day.
What a perfect day.
You got shade, you got food, you got friends, you got family.
And you got 2 hours to get it all done.
2 hours. Do not eat my chicken that I cook on the beach. It's not enough time. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But look, honestly, I love it. I just love the 2 hour time frame. That's why I go to Balmoral. Again, they say the wogs went there because there's no waves and they can't swim. What do? It's cold water. You still went to the beach.
We can swim.
Can you swim?
I can swim. You can't swim?
I can swim, but I'm not good.
No one's a good swimmer, but if you can keep your head above the water, you're sweet.
Is that swimming or treading?
I mean, surely you can do a breaststroke.
Yeah, I can do all the strokes besides maybe dolphin.
I don't even know what a dolphin is.
No, but dolphin?
No. Well, the butterfly.
Butterfly, that's it, yeah.
I think the butterfly's the easy one.
Dolphin kicks incorporated. No, the butterfly is when you have to go like that and then also bring your arms over.
No, that's breaststroke.
Yeah. And then we've got freestyle and backstroke.
Yeah. Who's doing backstroke?
I learned this. When you swim, you have to blow the water out. Like you blow bubbles.
While you're swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, mate.
All right, good.
Come on, mate. We didn't grow up in the desert.
Yeah.
We're in Australia.
Look, I don't know what happened in my swimming lessons as a child. I don't remember that. So that's probably why I kept swallowing water when I was in my teens and all that.
Mate, there's nothing more refreshing, though. I must admit, we just came back from a little trip. And it was weird, because when I get to the beach ever, I'm not huge on the beach. I'm not a huge on the sand and bringing it into the car, taking it home in your shoes or in your boots. I wear my boots to the beach. I don't give a damn. But there's just something about putting your face in the water, whether it's in the ocean, in a pool. I jumped into this freezing cold pool when we were away. We got an Airbnb, I think, is that what it's called, Airbnb?
Yeah.
We got an Airbnb at this place in Bluey's Beach, and I told my wife, get a pool, because You know, I go swimming with my daughter every week. You don't get to go swimming every week, so at least we can, even if you're just hanging out on the side of the pool, whatever, we'll get her in. Anyway, the water was freezing cold. And I just said, fuck it. I jumped straight in. There's nothing like that cold water refreshing your body. I love getting my head under the water, even if it's just to quickly rinse your face off, whatever. I love it.
Do you stay in there?
Do. Yeah, bloody oath. Yeah, you move around a bit, you're going to warm up. Like anything, your skin becomes a little bit numb to it. But I love it. I absolutely love putting my face under the water. Yeah. There's nothing quite like it.
It's good when it hits you too, and like, especially when your body's been feeling it. Like if you've been,
on a hot day, bloody oath. Yeah. It's the best because your whole body's submerged in this cool water. There's not a part that's out of it.
Yeah.
You know, everything's in and it's the best.
Does it have to be hot? Can it be like cold?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever jumped into a pool when it's cold.
Oh,
I don't know.
It. You got to do it.
Yeah?
It's good.
It's good? It doesn't feel as cold, right?
Yeah, it's freezing.
Oh, it's freezing. Oh, okay. Right.
But it's good. I've done it once.
Yeah, right.
I want to do it again. Like a cold day, like
in the ocean or in the...
No, like a rock pool.
In a pool.
Like, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, beach pool, yeah. Wow. Yeah, cool. No, I've never done it.
It's good.
Like I said, I don't get to the beach ever. We open at 5 a.m.
Hey, 2-hour beach days. That's the thing now.
2-hour beach days.
You can fit that in your day.
I reckon I could, especially in summer in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I think the last proper time I went to the beach was before I was married. I was here. We finished work, and my mate lives over at Freshwater, and we went to Freshwater Beach, and we had the afternoon there. And it was weird. It was 8 o'clock. Oh, that's how long it had been since I've been to the beach. It was 8 o'clock at night. The sun was out. Everyone was running around and having a good time. And I'm like, fuck, it's almost 8 o'clock, and we're still going for a swim. Yeah. It was insane.
Well, look, maybe for us, we're on the other side of the bridge, right?
What do you mean?
Like from the city side.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and we're not really near Shy area.
No.
So, I mean, for the beach people listening to this, they're probably thinking, these guys don't live. Look, if I lived near the beach, I'd go. But you don't...
100, if it's there, yeah.
You don't understand. These people don't understand. Like, getting there is a trek for us. Like, we allocate like half a day.
You need to. We're in Sydney.
Yeah.
There's traffic everywhere. The reality is, like, without traffic, you can get from here, we're in Roselle, Balmain, you get from here to Bondi in what? 15 minutes, 20 minutes with no traffic. But when are you ever driving to Bondi and there's no traffic? It's just not a thing.
Yeah, it's harsh. And look, I'd love to go to Bondi. I love that strip there. Yeah.
I like going to Bondi for the food. I find the beach is a pain in the ass.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've been...
Have you gone during peak time, but?
Yeah, probably.
That's why.
Probably. Yeah, it was a few years ago, and I just remember going there and thinking, fuck, it's hard to park. And not like, we've all got... It's like once you get your license, you're not catching a ferry anymore. You could. I could well and truly get a ferry from my place and go to Manly. You know, it would take... I think it's a 45-minute trip. That's not that bad. It's probably just as long to drive there, but you don't have to sit in the car. You're on the water the whole time. It's great. But we're going to drive. You want to put things in the car. You want to be able to transport your stuff around easily. If you're taking a board with you, you want to take a board with you. You're going to drive.
Yeah.
So I think if you're driving to Bondi and stuff, I don't know. I find the Northern Beach is easier to park.
Yeah.
It is. Even if you've got to pay a little bit for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Get 2.5 just in case.
You never know. You never know on those beach days.
You never know.
You won't catch me there for more than 2 hours. You know what? And that probably doesn't make sense because I probably take longer to get there than I'm there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There and back. Yeah, 100%.
Look, you got to do what you got to do.
You
want that cold water.
Use the cool cabana. It's like wearing a fresh pair of shoes.
That's true.
To the beach. Speaking of shoes, I want to talk about something. This is a bit controversial. It's already dead. No one's talking about it, but I want to talk about it. Kanye West. I want to talk about it.
Mr. Kanye. Look, his music when he was up and coming. Again, I'm not a music artist. You know,
I love my hip hop.
Yeah.
I love my hip hop. Kanye West produced, I personally think, some of the best beats ever. His samples were incredible.
Unreal.
You know, I feel like he didn't hear, like, in his tracks, he's got those voice samples. Like, remember that song that he did with The Game, Couldn't Get Far? Or Wouldn't Get Far? Great track.
I've missed
Great
that one.
track. And you can hear it. It's like there's this voice throughout the whole song. And it was fantastic. And I get it. You got involved with the Kardashians that I'm obviously not going to be keeping up with, that's for sure. I'm not fucking doing it. I can't watch those shows. I just can't. But, you know, like he's gotten involved in that thing. He's produced Travis Scott. You know. And then he had his shoe deal with Adidas. And then he made that stupid comment.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel like things were going downhill for him well and truly before that. Well, it was in his documentary. But I only actually saw this recently on Instagram. He was on I'm pretty sure he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was talking about how much does the earth cost? I want to buy the earth and I want everyone to obey me. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? Who cares?
Well, making the comment or actually doing it?
Well, mate, doing it. Like,
but you're controlled, like you.
I know, but the reality is, there's 1,000 views. There's only one of me. That's one of his lyrics. Like, it's one of his lines from his tracks. At the end of the day, if 1,000 people want to get rid of you, they'll do it. Like, you're not going to be able to buy the earth. Like, it's a dumb comment. But how's he lost the plot? Such a successful guy, so talented at what he does. How do you do it?
Do you miss the old Kanye?
I miss the old Kanye. I fucking miss the old Kanye. Graduation, the college dropout.
Yeah. Look, I didn't mind Yeezus as well.
Yeezus was okay. It was okay. To be honest, I sort of got into the life of Pablo a little bit.
Oh, like, yeah. That was not bad.
It took me a while to get into it. It did.
They had so many name changes too.
Yeah.
It was meant to be releasing it, then not releasing it, and then...
But like... Actually, my mate Andrew really got me into Kanye, to be honest. Because I knew Kanye, I listened to his old stuff, but like, he was like, you got to listen to The Life of Pablo. So I bought it on iTunes and I was like, let's give it a go. And I was like, it took me a while listening to it, but I was like, the album's alright. He's still got it. He's still producing good beats. He's literally, you know, like, his whole thing with Taylor Swift, I don't know what's going on there, but like, you know, like, he's got it. So, and I feel like, alright, you make a bad comment, you think what you think about the world, but I might be a shit person, but I'll make a cracker panini. You're not going to come in and buy a sandwich?
Yeah, but that's a service that people want. Or if people don't want his service anymore.
But why? Because of who he is as a person? Just keep making beats and rapping. And just don't rap about the crap that we don't want to hear.
But that's what he's doing, but...
He is, but he's released, what, 2 albums? Or did he release did he release that album with the black cover before the comment or after?
I don't know. Look, I haven't really been keeping up with him too much.
He's got a great track on his new album, Praise God, with Travis Scott. That's how I discovered Travis Scott. Believe it or not, I had no idea who he was till about 4 months ago.
Yeah, he's a bit... Yeah, okay.
I'm not a fan of his auto-tune, overly auto-tune mumble rap stuff.
Jay-Z said auto-tune would be like... I think it was Jay-Z that said it. It was like, oh, we need to kick it out of... Like,
it's weird new music.
I don't mind a bit of auto-tune.
I like auto-tune. Like, mate, the album that he did, Heartbreaks and 808's full of auto-tune.
Oh, what an album.
Great album.
Oh, how do I forget that? Mate, that is top tier.
Great
That's
album.
why I've Kanye of his music. It's all about music here. All about music. That album... Look, if you have a breakup and you listen to that song, you cry.
Love Lockdown.
All of it. Love Lockdown. Heartless.
Look,
that's a generic one. No, I need to get it up. I need to run back these tracks. Oh, you got it there?
Yeah.
And then he did... I don't know if you've seen the VH1 Storytellers. Oh, it must have been like a... You know, like that... Oh, it's like these YouTube things that artists do. It's like a 10-minute snippet.
Of what? Of...
Like, they're just performing live. But VH1 Storytellers, he did like this show. I'm pretty sure it's called that. All right.
Say You Will, Welcome to Heartbreak.
Say You Will. Yeah, Welcome to Heartbreak. Yep.
Amazing.
Yes.
Lockdown, Paranoid, Robocop. Yeah, bloody oath. Streetlights.
I'm actually going to listen to that on the way home today.
Man, he's fantastic. He is a fantastic producer. Like...
That album, man. Oh, I don't know how many times I played it. Like, just unbelievable.
It's just good tracks. He's
Yeah.
got good sounds, and I feel like that's what's going on with new music now. New music, people are saying things because it sounds good when it comes off the tongue. That's fantastic, but there's nothing behind it. You know
but
what I mean?
we're all like hit makers. Like they're all not we, but like I feel like they're all hit makers. This searching for that wave. And then
Searching for the wave, 100%.
But that's what big people do. But
And
they
especially-
do search for it.
Oh, 100%. But especially in hip hop, because I feel like hip hop's like that. What really drives a lot of culture. Everybody listens to hip hop.
Mm.
My dad once said he liked Eminem. It's like, shut up. You listen to Elvis Presley. Like, literally, like what Eminem says. Your parents still listen to Elvis. My dad has a room dedicated to Elvis Presley, and he said he liked the song Mockingbird because it tells a story. It's like, Dad, most of his tracks tell stories, but whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, lyrics now, they're just saying stuff. It's like name dropping. They're just dropping brand names, whatever. I get it. It's part of the culture. It is what it is. But, you know, I used to listen like Wu-Tang. I'm a big Wu-Tang guy. You know, I'm a big East Coast hip hop boy. Nas. Fuck, I love Nas. I went and saw Nas and Wu-Tang with your brother beginning of the year, I think it was. It's fantastic. And I feel like all this like new music and what's driving the culture, I can't remember where I heard this, but someone was like, you know, in the 80s and 90s, and even the early 2000s, the tracks were based off the hustlers. All the rappers were hustlers. They were selling drugs. All the new kids now are taking the drugs. And I thought, that's a big fucking shock twist. You know what I mean?
So you don't.
Like
No,
now
I
you
never
hear
look at it like
all these rappers and stuff. They're all ODing like Mac Miller.
I think J. Cole mentioned back something about like the 27 Club, but then like no one's making it. It's like 21 now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, crazy.
That's nuts.
It is nuts.
It is
but
nuts.
look, but music's just changed so much. Even from like, do you remember like you had to buy like iTunes, like the song
Man, I was buying tapes.
tapes?
I'm only 30. Like, I was born in 93.
Before that, CDs. I bought CDs.
Tapes.
CDs.
Yeah, 100%.
There was something about it, man. Like literally, you buy the CD, and then inside it had like the little book with all the songs and the lyrics. Do you remember that?
Yeah, 100. Yeah,
Oh,
bloody
man.
oath.
That was like the
It was
bomb.
like you had something. Now
Yeah.
it's just on your phone. Well, it's
I
not.
know.
You don't even own it. You pay for a subscription for it on Spotify.
And like, so it was like CDs turns into, then the iPod comes out.
iPod, yeah.
Oh, they had MP, like I had a CD player.
MP3s, yeah, MP3s.
MP3s were big. I never knew how to do them. MP3s.
What do you mean, how to do them?
Like, cause you have to like, it's like a USB thing. Yeah, you plug them into your computer.
Yeah, you plug it in, and it just
Yeah,
comes
I
up
was
like a
horrible.
USB thing. Yeah, it was a bit
I
weird.
was too young. I was too young to get it. And then that went to
The iPod was a big
iPod.
thing. Yeah.
Oh man, I had the I just want to bring back memories. Do you know it was the iPod Nano? But it
Yeah,
was
the
like
one that didn't have a screen.
No, not that. I had the one with the screen.
Oh, right.
Like it was like a little chunky,
Small one.
Yeah, but it had a screen. It was, oh man, when I got it, I was like over the moon.
I had the iPod Mini. It was probably like, I don't know, maybe just a bit shorter than the microphone. The iPod Mini. I'm sure it's called the iPod Mini. I've still got it.
Yeah, I've still got one too.
I've still got it. I'll bring it in the next show.
Do you remember like the iPod Classic?
The big one. You know who made that? You know who made that popular?
Who?
50 Cent. In the PIMP video clip.
He had it?
It was like the first time we all saw it. And you know, remember the little scroll thing?
Yeah, scrolling
All the buttons were above it, not on it. So you know how you'd scroll and you push up and it'll be like play or whatever?
Yeah.
They were all on top in individual buttons.
Oh, the first one.
The first one.
Damn.
The very first one. I remember it was blue light that lit up the background of it. It was all white with the glass casing. Yeah.
Okay. Man, that iPod, game changer.
Oh, 100%.
Like when you plugged it in and you had Windows computers, because no one really had Macs then.
No one had a Mac.
So you had to download iTunes, you plug it in, and you had like the thick cord. Remember
The long one. Yeah,
the long
that's
rectangle
right.
one?
Yeah.
And then from there progressed to, everyone finds a loophole in LimeWire. LimeWire, right? LimeWire was like the bee's knees. It was unreal.
Is LimeWire still around, do you
No,
reckon?
I think they actually
It was file sharing, right? You just throw a file on there and people can grab it and copy it, right?
pretty much. And like you didn't have
sort
to
of
pay.
like Dropbox.
Yeah, but it was illegal and frowned upon, and
Yeah, of
it was
course.
just filled with viruses.
Well, I'm pretty sure Metallica sued LimeWire or one of those file sharing sites, because I can't remember if it's because they didn't make the sales or they got the sales. Someone got the album prior to release, and so they sued them.
Yeah, but think about back then, how big of a deal that would have been.
Oh, massive!
Like, you know, you didn't hear about anything like that, like leaks and things like that, like you do now. Like, you can't hide anything. Back then,
I remember going to the CD shops and you're like, cool, this album's come out. You heard about it because you saw it on Rage or you saw it on the radio. You heard it on the radio and you said, I'm going in, I'm going to wait. And it was like an adventure just to walk into a CD shop and look at the CDs. You didn't even have to buy anything. You were just looking at them. It was fantastic.
And what if they were sold out? Yeah, you didn't get it straight away.
You don't have that feeling these days.
Nah.
You really don't.
I think it's like changed to now when someone, like an artist, they all like use social media to say, oh, this is coming out soon. And then you get that.
Their
like,
marketing has become a lot easier.
Yeah, for
a
sure.
lot easier. And probably cheaper, because once you've got the following, you don't have to pay for an ad. You just got to mention it. And that's it.
Yeah. And then that's probably like replaced that feeling of missing out on an album. Like, you don't miss out now. Like, that's
No,
it. You
it's
hear
just
it.
there.
You hear it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then, like, from LimeWire, then went to that. And then I used to do YouTube downloads. Like, if the song was on YouTube
to
I'd do
MP3.
YouTube to MP3.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's how I got music. And then I remember when Spotify first came out, and I had no idea what it was. Like,
yeah, I was a bit the
Spotify, I think,
same.
and
I was like, I can't believe people are paying to listen to music monthly.
yeah, it's
But
like,
then, once you start, you're like, how good is
That's
this?
good.
Yeah, now there's iTunes Music.
yeah, Apple Music, Spotify,
Apple Music,
Tidal.
Yeah, Apple Music, so not iTunes Music.
Yeah, Tidal.
Tidal, yeah.
What else is there? Google Music.
I didn't know there was Google Music.
Yeah, there's Google Music.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's huge.
There you go.
And then, even for an artist, but like, how great you can just release something, you connect it to the whole entire world who has the app.
Everyone can instantly listen to it whenever they want. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
it really is.
Unbelievable.
It really is.
So, but I just can't believe that. Like, you think back to the cars, like a must was having a CD player. And then, like, when a car had like
the auxiliary cable
or auxiliary,
forget
game
about
over.
it.
And it's like, that's where past the aux came through.
Yeah,
Now it's like,
that's right.
Now it's just past the cable to connect to Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, that's right. And
But
it doesn't matter whose phone's plugged in. You've all got the same music. You just have to search it
Yeah.
and
But
play it.
Apple CarPlay is pretty good.
Apple CarPlay is fantastic. I just
Yeah.
got one put in my old
Yeah.
Nissan. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great. You can listen to whatever.
Probably one of the best things.
Ever.
Like,
Ever.
unbelievable.
100%.
But look, music, man, it's still changing. One thing that probably isn't is the form of concerts, maybe.
I feel like concerts just got more expensive because you're not making as much money on a CD sale anymore, right?
Yeah. Well, that's right.
That'll probably be the biggest thing.
How do they assess that now? Because they still say how many albums were sold. Like, that's still a thing.
Oh no, I think now it's the streams. How many
That counts?
streams you've got? Yeah, like yeah.
Like, certain amount of streams will count to an album being
So
sold.
you don't sell records anymore, right?
But then they say, like, people still go platinum, but they still get those platinum.
I don't think that goes off how many sales you've got. I think that goes with the rating of your. I don't know. How does platinum work? How do you go platinum?
I thought you went platinum if you did certain numbers.
Yeah, maybe radio plays or something. How in high demand your song is. Remember the song "Apologize" by
Yeah, Too Late to Apologize.
Too Late to Apologize.
It was the people that did Fireflies.
No.
Yeah. It was with Timbaland.
Yeah, Timbaland produced it.
The
Who
other
was
day,
it?
One Republic?
One Republic.
Yeah.
One Republic.
Oh, wait, man, what about Timbaland?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where he is now, but shout out to that guy Timbaland. He was everywhere.
He was
Mid
everywhere.
2000s.
100%.
He was everywhere.
Yeah, he was producing top tracks.
Everything.
He produced "Get Off That Get the Dirt Off His Shoulder" by Jay-Z.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, he made some cracker beats. I'm pretty sure he did a whole album with Nelly Furtado.
And like Kerry Hilson, The Way I Are. Man, that
Yeah,
song
yeah,
went
yeah.
on. That song,
Mate,
that was my most played.
everywhere. But I remember "Apologize."
Huge.
was played on the radio. I counted one that we used to listen to the radio at the fruit shop. Played like 8-9 times in a day, and you think, fuck, I like the song, but when you're working there every day on the school holidays, you don't fucking like the song anymore.
You need an apology from them.
I need an apology from One Direction and Timbaland.
Republic,
Come on the
Republic.
podcast.
Not
First-
Direction. Republic.
One Direction, One Republic. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One Direction is a bit of my guilty pleasure.
They were good.
I don't mind them.
I want to see if they come back, like how big and like the pandemonia that would happen.
If they come back together, that would be huge. It would be huge. It's like, it'd be like the Backstreet Boys getting back together. But bigger.
No, I think bigger.
It would be way bigger.
Look how big Harry Styles is right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's one big man. He's
Good music. Really good music.
yeah,
I think. Fantastic. Yeah, they all sort of went off and did their own thing, but Harry's really taken up, and he wasn't the main guy either. Sort of like, I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure that Zayn guy was, but it was sort of like Justin Timberlake in
What a guy.
Oh mate, great music as well.
What a guy.
I feel like we're going to be talking about music a lot on this podcast.
We could.
For days. For days.
But JT, I have to just a moment, just appreciating him. He was.
Fantastic.
I need to see him live. I haven't.
Even his album Mirrors, like released. Well, like it was like he took a long break, then he dropped Mirrors, and it was like, was it Mirrors? No, the 2020 Experience. It had Mirrors on it. Great album. Every song you can listen to that album start to finish and say you enjoyed every one of these tracks. Some of the tracks go for like 8 or 9 minutes, and they're enjoyable.
What a guy.
Fantastic.
I'm more like
good initials, mate.
Yeah,
Good
must
initials.
Be them. But I'm high. I'm still on that sexy back.
Yeah.
trend.
Oh, 100%. Oh, his old stuff, his newer stuff. He's just great voice.
Yeah.
Great beats as well. Help from Timbaland again.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great duo.
100%. Right, let's wrap up this first episode.
Wrap it up like a panini.
Like a panini. Cover it up and shove it in your mouth.
Or your ears.
Or your
ears now.
Or your ears. Whatever it is, you're consuming it.
That's it. And hopefully enjoying it like you do with the paninis here at Lombardo
That's
Cafe
it.
Deli.
Well, guys, we hope this is the first of many podcasts. Like I said, we want to talk about... We're real people talking about real shit. That's just
right.
what we are. It's how we're going to be doing it, whether you guys like it or not. If you don't like some of the stuff that we say, don't listen.
I feel like
we're gonna hit home with most people. We're not here to offend anybody.
no
We
way.
don't want to offend anybody. We're just a couple of blokes hanging out. Maybe hopefully we'll get some guests on.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and they don't need to be celebrities. We just be interesting people.
Real people, right?
Real people.
More real people.
Talk about real shit. If you're known and you want to jump on, or we ask you to jump on and you want to come on, I mean, I'm sure people are going to want to see people that they already know of, not just people that we find interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I want to make clear though. Everybody in this world is interesting in their own unique way.
Yeah.
So if you've got a story to tell, if you're a personality, if you've got good things to say, if you've had some negative experiences along the way, we want to hear them.
And you could help someone.
Yeah.
You could help someone.
100%. Everyone's
sure.
got something going on in their lives, and that's it. You should be able to talk to somebody about it.
Yeah.
Talk to your mother. If your mother's not around, talk to a mate. Get a dog.
Get a dog. I'm supportive for that. I'm supportive for that.
Yeah, there we go.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Love to hear the feedback on what we've spoken about. And if you, like you said, if you don't like it, mate, we are ready to listen.
An open book.
That's it. We're not here. We're here to have interesting discussions, silly discussions.
And we don't want to talk about it on too high of an intellectual level. We want to talk about it as if we're real people.
What we know.
To you.
What we know.
What we know.
That's it.
That's it. It's all important.
We may not know.
We may not know. We'll be open about it.
That's it.
I'm not going to pretend to know. And if we're wrong, let us know.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this has been Flaeva, our episode 1. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next one.